Hey, Teresa Dell here. I had a major brainstorm. Actually, I've had it a few times, but this time I'm going to be bold and bring it to the public. Okay, so I was thinking about creation theory and I was thinking about evolution, and I could see substance in either. Why not? I was born and raised Roman Catholic. I do have a very Christian foundation. I That is the faith that I draw to when I am being in need of that type of unity, and because it is the oldest of the Christian faiths. Okay, it's authenticity is what I'm drawn to. Anyway, so long story short, I was trying to figure out, could it all be one? Is Darwin a little off the mark? Okay, and thinking there's a missing link, because I don't think there's a missing link. This is what I think. Okay, let me level out my phone here. Okay, I got this rod. Let's get ready here. This is good. Okay, there are suspicions, theories that we may actually have evolved from bacteria, prokaryotic bacteria. Um, Basically, um, we do not, in our human kingdom and in the bacteria we carry on our body and the bacteria that's out there, there is no male or no female. Bacteria will produce basically a mirror image, okay, a cloned image of itself. Not even really cloned, it just produces an image of itself. There's no male, there's no female. There's just reproduction, okay? It's kind of creepy, but take this a little longer, okay? So suppose we do stem from bacteria, okay? And this bacteria lived in the water. May explain why humans their gestation is in a watery surrounding, and they can live through that. Okay, we've created a shell, a case for them to live comfortably in that watery environment. Now, let's go a little further. So some of those bacteria decided to grow out and come to Earth. And then some of them started evolving. Okay, so there's some evolution happening. That started evolving. They started, losing their tails and growing legs like tadpoles. And then they started becoming, other forms of creatures. Okay, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just think about this. Stay with me a minute. So they became other forms of creatures. Some became quadrupeds, some became bipeds, some became flyers. Okay, just think about this. Let's go through this a little bit. All right. And so those things all of a sudden just started developing male and female strains between them for various reasons, whatever the reasons may be. Okay, there was males and females. All right, created. Okay, so that's the animals, and then the humans. All right, here's the humans. So monkeys, the knuckle draggers, those guys. All right, cave ancestors. All right, we didn't know about them when the Bible was written. I don't believe there was any excavation that had found any remnants of early man. I don't think there was at that point. I really don't think there was. Now, you correct me, any of you theologists out there, real hardcore Bible people, if you could show me where there is proof that during the writing and the times of Adam and Eve that we knew about cavemen, cave people, early ancestors, you let me know. Okay, I'm open to listening. All right. I know you're going to think I'm a whack job, but just think about this. Okay, so now we've gone from bacteria to different types of land creatures to where now we're depending on a sexual orientation. Okay, we're creating sexual orientations. Why? Maybe because that just kind of like happened, just like we just happened to gestate in water. Who knows? So think about this. Okay, so now we move along, and now we have humans. All right, it goes from the monkeys, supposedly. This is now getting into the evolution theory. Monkeys to humans. And suppose those humans were Adam and Eve like. Or maybe when the story of Adam and Eve was written, that's all the people knew. They only knew humans that looked like us. So let's spin the clock back a little bit. Suppose Adam and Eve were our early hairy ancestors, okay? Like Planet of the Apes kind of people without the clothes. Think about this. Okay, I have a very, very vivid imagination, and this is worth sharing because I'm open to, until it's proven absolutely wrong, I'm open to any possibility out there. Okay, so suppose the truth is that Adam and Eve were hairy knuckle draggers, our early ancestors, or perhaps our hairy ancestors never were. We were maybe the bacteria that went off into a flesh, okay, a fleshy type of environment due to weather problems and all this, but some remained hairy. They didn't evolve as much, okay, and they remained hairy in the animal kingdom. Okay, just think about this. So what I think is, I think that because the Bible was written at a time when we had not yet excavated our early ancestors, and they had no idea. They just assumed Adam and Eve were fleshy people like us, like them, who wrote the Bible, okay? Possibly not hairy, or the opposite, as I said, or the opposite, okay? We were never hairy. We were never hairy, and Darwin is wrong, okay? That was a whole different breed of bacteria that branched into that type of morphism, okay? We'll call it morphism. So I think this is pretty interesting to think about, all right? Mind's blown, all right? Just think about the possibilities here. Now comes Eve, not Eve, okay? Now comes the Virgin Mother. Now I have been to Ephesus, and I have been to the land where the Virgin Mother is noted. I've been to her shrine as well. Is noted to have gone to after Christ was crucified. So that is absolutely a beautiful experience. I encourage anyone, if you get a chance, to go there. But anyway, so I'm thinking, just suppose people go, oh, sure, the Virgin Mother. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, right. People, naysayers are going to doubt that because they just don't want to believe the possibility. But think about it. If we did evolve from bacteria, as some theories say, and if bacteria self-creates, okay, to multiply its species, what if Mary, being a virgin mother, okay, was a throwback genetic to our early bacterial ancestry? Hey, just think of that. Okay, so now that I floored a few of you, you're probably mad at me, and a few of you are probably laughing your asses off, whatever it is. I want you to just think about this. Think of the chain, think about throwback genetics, okay, recessive genes. Think of the possibility that either we were always fleshy, bacteria that evolved into flesh and blood bodies, and never were apes, or there were apes and only some of the hairy species, you know, kept on being hairy, while us did evolve into the fleshy, okay? And the Virgin Mother could very well be for real. I believe the Virgin Mother existed. I believe she is the mother of Christ. I do believe that she was purely conceived. But I started thinking when I heard about the bacteria theory that we might evolve from them, knowing that bacteria does not have a male or female form, I started thinking, what if her pregnancy was immaculate? What if she was truly immaculately conceived and she was in fact an autotroph, all right? Or autosexual, I'm sorry, an autosexual. Think about that. Anyway, so now that I've had a little mind-blowing moment with you, I'm really good at this kind of stuff, just off the wall, random. Anyway, so you guys have a good day, okay? So that's not a current event. That's kind of like an event of things that have occurred that I just thought I could put together somewhere in some way. And so I want to present that to you. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a good one with this, okay? Bye. It won't turn off.